Episode 6: How Doing Less Can Bring You More. Hi, and welcome back to the Optifast Lifestyle Education Series. This episode is the 6th in a series of topics, each one helping you with a different aspect of health with an emphasis on weight management. Today, we're going to look at motivation, in particular, how to take ownership of your own changes. To do this, I want to introduce a phrase to you that you might not have heard before. I want to talk about the idea of mental load. This term is basically what it sounds like, a weight on your mind. But the reason I want you to consider this idea of mental load is because a lot of people who are trying to work on their own needs often come unstuck because they are also taking care of the needs of other people at the same time. Let me give you an example. If you imagine a typical household with a family living in it, there are a range of tasks that have to be carried out as part of the daily life in that household. Let's just take one task: the laundry. Well, there are clothes to be washed, but also maybe other things like tablecloths and bed sheets and so on. Now, it might be that all the members of the household take part in getting the laundry done each week. But what about the mental load of the laundry in the household? The mental load isn't really about who does the laundry. It's about who is the person who carries the primary feeling of responsibility for making sure that the laundry gets done. This person might spend time reminding other people in the household to bring the washing in, or might even wake up in the middle of the night remembering that they haven't done the ironing or something like that. Meanwhile, the people who want to be helpful, but who do not carry the mental load, might simply say to the person with the mental load, "Oh, just let me know what you want me to do," or "Why didn't you ask?" if they complain about not getting enough help. So these people are taking the position that they are ready to do things, but they're not going to be responsible for the doing of those things. And the difference is important. This is a real and impactful difference between the person doing the task and the person who is carrying the mental load for ensuring that the task is getting done. So, let's take a minute now to think about the things that are part of your mental load. These are the things that maybe you don't do them, maybe you do them, but they're the things you feel a responsibility towards. The worksheet has a space for you to list some of the things that you feel responsible for in different areas of your life. Remember, we're not looking at the things you do in your week, but rather the things you worry about that may or may not be getting done. Take a moment to write down all of the things that you can think of that weigh on your mind, or things that other people might come to you for help or guidance with. Maybe some of these things are day-to-day tasks like household chores, but maybe there are other things that weigh on you, perhaps related to work or people in your life you care about, or even broader issues in the world that you think or worry about sometimes. So you can list these things in your own words in the main left-hand column of the worksheet. You can pause me if you like to take a minute to jot them all down. Okay. Now, once you've listed some of these mental loads you might be carrying in the left-hand column, you'll see there is another column next to it. What I'd like you to do is, for each of the areas of responsibility in the left column, I want you to write who the person or people are that this responsibility is about. For example, if you wrote down something about your health or weight in the left column, then probably the person this concern is about is you. But maybe there are some areas of your mental load that are actually for other people. If you feel responsible for getting all the laundry done, Whose laundry is it that you are carrying responsibility for? Is it only your own clothes and things that you look after? Or are there other people's things in there as well? So take a moment to look over the list of mental loads you carry and ask yourself, who is each one of these things for? I'm going to give you a minute to write that down. And again, you can pause me if you need to. What we sometimes see for people looking to manage their weight or make some other sort of change for their own well-being is that there is actually not enough room in your list of responsibilities for yourself. If you look at the responsibilities you carry at the moment, consider what proportion of these responsibilities are for you and how many of them relate to the needs of other people in your life. If you want or need to make some changes for yourself, you might first need to clear some space and gather some resources for the task. That might mean you need to reallocate some of the responsibilities you carry right now to other people. You now have a list of some of those responsibilities you carry and who they might actually belong to. Maybe it's time for a conversation about not what they can do or do for you, but what mental load they can take back from you so you can have some more resources to direct towards your own needs. When it comes to changing behavior, the primary responsibility and drive for change needs to come from within you in order for that change to be sustained over the long term. Making lifestyle changes to support your goal of a healthier life takes both courage and commitment. If you're feeling uncertain about how to have a conversation with someone else about their responsibilities, episode 13 might be a good one to listen to next. It's called How One Little Word Can Change Your Whole Relationship. Thanks for listening. Looking after yourself is a terrific thing to do and will bring benefits not only to you, but to the other people in your life as well. So keep going. It's working. Remember to be kind to yourself along the way, and I'll see you next time.